We begin at the epicenter of the disruption. Artificial intelligence is no longer a localized tool. It is a global shift. In this 15-minute investigation, we ask the hard questions. What is left for us? What are the boundaries of the machine? What makes us truly irreplaceable in an age of silicon intelligence? To understand the future, we must look at the past. A 2026 McKinsey report reveals that 76% of employees now use AI in some capacity. The adoption is faster than any technology in history. While researchers warn that 50% of white-collar roles could be automated, a sanctuary remains, a collection of careers structurally immune. We call it the human moat, protected by the very things that make us human. These are the jobs that define our shared humanity. Over the next 15 minutes, we will dissect the 5 pillars of human labor that AI cannot cross. Welcome to the investigation.
Through cinematic documentaries designed to shock, entertain, and make you question reality. From AI takeovers, futuristic inventions, and internet conspiracies, to billionaire tech wars involving OpenAI, Google, and xAI, every video dives deep into the dark side of the future. If you love futuristic stories, AI documentaries, technology mysteries, and mind-blowing concepts becoming reality, then subscribe now and join us as we uncover the future before it arrives. Because the AI revolution has already begun. Welcome to the future. Welcome to the channel.
This is the boundary between the algorithm and the soul. Why do some roles remain safe? Is it skill or something more biological? The answer lies in the complexity of the unstructured world and the intricate landscape of the human psyche. The machine has limits. The 15-minute investigation begins now. We map the terrain where technology ends and the human spirit takes command. Time is moving faster, but our most human traits are evolving even more quickly. We are adapting to a world of silicon mirrors. These are the untouchables, the professions that define the future of our workforce and the stability of our global economy. It begins with the physical, the tangible, the things we can feel and touch, the foundational infrastructure of our reality. It moves into the emotional, the complex landscape of the human heart and mind, the empathy that cannot be programmed. This is the definitive investigation. Pillar 1, the physical wall of the skilled trades, the architects of our physical existence. Pillar 1, skilled trades, electricians, plumbers, and HVAC technicians, the architects of our physical reality. This is the physical wall. AI thrives in structured digital environments like factory floors, but it fails in the real world. The primary barrier for AI? Unstructured reality. A robot cannot navigate a historic home's crawl space or troubleshooting a novel leak. Every job site is unique. Every leak is a novel problem that software can't map. The variables of the physical world are too high for code. Roles requiring physical labor in unpredictable spaces have zero AI exposure. The complexity of the real world is the first moat. Trades require tactile judgment, sensing subtle vibrations, smells, and sounds. It is sensory-driven biological intuition at work. No algorithm can feel a loose wire or smell a gas leak. It requires manual dexterity and a degree of physical coordination. Current robotics cannot match this human coordination in the chaotic real world. This is why the US faces a shortage of 550,000 plumbers. The US is short 550,000 plumbers. Software simply cannot fill this labor gap. The foundation of our world remains human-built and human-maintained. It is secure. The trades are thriving. Contractors must hire nearly 500,000 more workers by 2026. This is a secure, lucrative future for humanity. These are the most AI-proof careers in existence: accountability, intuition, and manual skill, the human trifecta of labor. The manual dexterity required for fine electrical work is beyond current AI. It is about listening to the machine's heartbeat. It's about listening to the machine, hearing the offbeat pulse of a failing pump, the invisible human engine that keeps our modern cities running every day. In a storm, we don't look for code. We look for a line worker with a bucket truck. The physical moat is our ultimate safety net. The trades are safe because the world is messy. Even in smart homes, the physical install remains a fundamentally human requirement. Tools are evolving, but the hand that holds them is the driver of value. Plumbing is the foundation of public health and integrity. Knowledge in the trades is passed through physical modeling, master to student. These are the architects of our physical world, secure, irreplaceable. We move now from the physical infrastructure to the biological one, the bio-empathy moat of modern healthcare. Pillar 2. Healthcare professionals, nurses, surgeons, and caregivers. A shield built on the clinical necessity of human trust. While AI is an elite tool for analysis, it lacks the therapeutic alliance. Trust is the currency of healing and recovery. Care isn't just data, it's reading eyes, posture, and culture to provide comfort. Empathy correlates directly with faster recovery times. AI can suggest a treatment, but it cannot deliver a difficult diagnosis with care. Nursing involves reading subtle emotional cues. Empathy is not a soft skill. It is a medical outcome. A surgeon in a dark OR remains indispensable for their intuition mid-operation. They make intuition-based calls when logic lacks the answer. By 2031, the US faces a shortage of 1 million nurses safe. AI serves the human caregiver, automating paperwork so we can return to the bedside. The machine cannot replace the human touch. Accountability is fundamentally human. No machine is liable for a life. In high-stakes care, the final call is ours alone. Responsibility. The human presence at the bedside is the barrier AI cannot cross. We heal best through the hands of another human being. Assistant. Life and death require a human soul in the room. Healthcare is safe, built on the foundation of our shared mortality and hope. Moat. The million-dollar surgical decision is based on a feeling of resistance in the tissue that sensors cannot yet quantify or map. Instinct. Comforting a frightened child is beyond any algorithm's emotional range. Elder care is about dignity, legacy, and witnessing a life lived. AI can find the medical pattern, but the researcher must find the meaning. The human connection is a pharmaceutical-grade intervention. Empathy is the most complex data point in existence. From the bush doctor to the neurosurgeon, the empathy moat is universal, biological. The biological world is chaotic. Our instinct is the only thing that tames it. Delivering bad news is a moral responsibility. Witness. Healthcare remains untouchable because we value the human soul at the end of the line. We move now to the psychological firewall, soul. The next barrier is the emotional firewall, where the machine is an observer, never a participant in the landscape of the psyche. Deep. Pillar 3. Mental health and social work, the terrain of the human psyche. AI can simulate talk, but it lacks lived experience. Firewall. Healing in therapy comes from the human bond. No machine can truly relate to our struggle, our grief, or our resilience. It can't feel. Crisis navigation requires shared experience of suffering. Radical empathy. AI lacks social perceptiveness for unpredictable human dynamics. Intent. Social workers deal with legal systems and human rights, fundamental skills that are human monopolies. In crisis, we look for eyes, not screens. The moral judgment for intervention is where the machine revolution stops. Crisis work requires resilience no algorithm can reach. Cure. The machine is an observer, never a participant. The firewall is human-guarded. Safety is a clinical requirement only a human provides truly. Soul. Mental health is safe. Machines will never have a soul to share our pain. The subtle silence between words is where the breakthrough happens. Why? Resilience is the ability to absorb human trauma and continue. Ethical complexity requires a moral compass that no code can simulate. Psyche. The human experience is not a dataset, it is a mystery we solve together. Collective healing is a social act. Inherently solitary machines fail. B. The human firewall is built on radical presence. Safety. Meaning is the ultimate premium role in the future economy. We are experts. Why? From the psyche to the intellect. The soul of learning is our next sanctuary. We move now into the halls of education and mentorship. Heart. Neural networks mimic our structure, but they cannot mimic our struggle or our becoming. Education is a witness-driven transformation, wisdom. The machines can teach us what to think, but only a human can teach us how to think and who to be. The intellect moat is next. Journey. Pillar 4. Educators and mentors, moving from information delivery to inspiration. Teachers provide the heart data lacks. Mentor. Why? Modern education is shifting to mentorship. Expert teachers see when failure is emotional. Inspiration is human-caught, not programmed. Caught. Only 6% of teachers fear replacement. The classroom remains human-led because we help students think with another human brain. Modeling. Fail. Cognitive modeling is the process of navigating imprecision. Mentorship is the foundation of development. Education is character, soul. Machine delivers facts. Mentor delivers wisdom. As information becomes a commodity, wisdom is the ultimate premium role. Future is human. Why? AI provides curriculum, but we provide the why. Knowledge is built on human connection. We are social learners who want the journey. Facts. B. The soul of learning is safe. Great lectures change courses. Irreplaceable. Education is about becoming, which requires a human witness. Wisdom. Mentorship is the ultimate defense. We learn best from those we respect and admire. The human connection is the foundation of knowledge. High five. Education is safe because we are social learners. We don't just want the answers, we want the journey. And that journey is human, globally. The machines can teach us what to think, but only a human can teach us how to think. The soul of learning is untouchable. Wisdom. Finally, Pillar 5, creative and strategic leaders. This is the creative spark. Taste, intent, and vision. Artist. Entrepreneurs and artists operate on taste and intent. AI is an execution engine. It does the first 80%, but the final 20%, the value creation, is us. Patterns, patterns, patterns break, 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 break. Why? Intent. Entrepreneurs and artists operate on taste and intent. The human spark. AI is an execution engine. It does the first 80%, but the final 20%, the value creation, is us. Patterns, patterns, patterns break, 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 break. Why? Intent. Strategic leadership requires making decisions with incomplete info where no playbook exists. Accountability is the moat. Personal liability, burden, soul, why, intent. Accountability is the moat. A human must be personally liable for the call. Strategic risk-taking is where the human soul thrives. The future is led by us. Crisis. Strategic leadership requires making decisions with incomplete info where no playbook exists. Accountability is the moat. Personal liability, burden, soul, why, intent. But the final 20%, the value creation, is fundamentally human. True innovation breaks patterns rather than just following them. Monopoly. Spontaneous soul, be, why, intent, paint. Meaning is fundamentally human. Spontaneous creativity is our ultimate defense. Redirection. Firewalls, firewalls. Firewalls, firewalls, firewalls built. Agency. Why? Intent. Designer. The machine age premium. Radical, radical, radical agency. Technology, 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 technology built. Soul. Why? Intent. Skyline. As we enter the machine age, human-led will be the ultimate premium role. Meaning is a fundamentally human act. Redirection, built, agency. Why? Intent. Designer. Physical unpredictability, empathy, and creative intent are our firewalls. Technology amplifies traits rather than replacing them. Radical human agency. Why? Intent. Montage. The machine age premium. Radical, radical, radical agency. Technology, technology. Technology, 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 technology built. Soul. Why? Intent. Skyline. 170 million new roles. 170 million new roles. 170 million new roles. Redirection. 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 Irreplaceables. 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 Masters. Why? Intent. Construction. Our identity is built on things no code can simulate. Agency, 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 agency. Untouchables. Masters, masters, masters. Irreplaceable. Soul. Why? Intent. Radical human agency. Technology, 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 technology built. Irreplaceable. Future. Why? Intent. Child. The machine revolution is a global redirection. Firewalls, 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 firewalls built. Irreplaceable. Masters, 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 masters. Future. Why? Intent. Shake. Radical presence. Safety, 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 safety. Masters of masters of masters of masters. Irreplaceable. Soul. Why? Intent. Sunrise. Radical human agency. Technology, technology. Technology, 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 technology. Built. Irreplaceable. Future. Why? Intent. Child. This has been the definitive look at the machine revolution. We remain the masters. The untouchables are us. The future is human. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Irreplaceable. Soul. Why? Intent. This 15-minute investigation was authored by the video agent to explore the absolute boundaries of our labor. Every second was planned to maintain the clinical, National Geographic aesthetic you prefer. The moats of the trades, the empathy of healthcare, the emotional firewall of the psyche, the soul of learning, and the spark of leadership, these are the bastions of our future. We are the architects of the machine, never its replacement. The search for what makes us unique is over. It is everything we do. Thank you for your deep focus. Your future is secure, human-led, radically human, radically secure, radically irreplaceable. Goodbye. This has been the definitive look at the machine revolution. We remain the masters. The untouchables are us. The future is human. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Irreplaceable. Soul. Why? Intent. This 15-minute investigation was authored by the video agent to explore the absolute boundaries of our labor. Every second was planned to maintain the clinical National Geographic aesthetic you prefer. The moats of the trades, the empathy of healthcare, the emotional firewall of the psyche, the soul of learning, and the spark of leadership. These are the bastions of our future. We are the architects of the machine, never its replacement. The search for what makes us unique is over. It is everything we do. Thank you for your deep focus. Your future is secure, human-led, radically human, radically secure, radically irreplaceable. Goodbye.